The Helping Hands Shelter for the Homeless is a non-government organization that holds a feeding program every Christmas season. They go to different states every year, and erect a marquee tent, or a large tent where they conduct their event. Aside from the free meal, they also have free medical checkups. Nathan is slowly blowing his warm breath to his cold hands, as he patiently waits for his turn to be served a hot meal. The temperature has drastically dropped below freezing point, and he can't feel his skin due to the cold weather. He has been living in his car for almost a month now after he was laid off. The arrival of the Helping Hands shelter in their state is a big blessing to him because he's running out of savings. He eagerly sat on a vacant chair, and consumed his food with much gusto. He savored every bite and thought that life is still good to him despite losing his job. He was about to finish eating when he suddenly felt sleepy. His whole body is becoming numb. He made a big yawn while raising his hands, and when he looked around the tent, the rest are doing the same. Then, he saw the others dropping to their seats one by one. He perceived something is going wrong. He tried to stand but he seemed paralyzed. After a few seconds, he began to doze off and fell on the ground. When he woke up, he was lying beside a dumpster. He felt a sharp and intense pain somewhere in his midsection. When he checked, he was shocked at what he saw. There is a long stitch on the lower left side of his body. He panicked. His mind is full of questions about what happened to him at the shelter and most importantly, why does he have a stitch? He decided to return to the shelter to get some answers. But when he got there, it's already gone. He saw the other homeless people and they all have stitches like him. Apparently, the Helping Hands Shelter for the Homeless is just a front of the true nature and purpose of the organization. They pose as a shelter to attract willing and unsuspecting victims. Before being served food, people are given what appears to be vaccine shots from common illnesses, but are actually sleeping drugs. Blood samples from them were also collected. Once everyone has dozed off, one of their kidneys will be collected through surgery. The shelter sells kidneys for a hefty price at the black market for $200,000 per piece. They move to different states so as not to arouse any suspicions. There were instances when they were questioned by the police, but with their infallible plan and argument, they always get away with it. After all, their shelter provides assistance to the government, and brings Yuletide joy, every Christmas. It was almost Christmas when Errol saw his 60-year-old neighbor, building a snowman at his backyard. He found it peculiar because it's almost midnight. He thought that Mr. Davis should be with his wife at this time to welcome Christmas, and not making a snowman. He waved hi at him through their kitchen door, but Mr. Davis hurriedly ran inside his house. Errol just ignored him and went back to the living room where his family is gathered, waiting for Christmas to come. Mr. Davis and his wife don't have children. They have been living together since Errol and his family moved to their current house just a year ago. There were days whenever they hear the couple argue but they never intervened, though they tried once but they were just told to back off and it's none of their business. When Christmas morning came, Errol sprinted to their front yard to build a snowman. He is a 7-year-old kid who loves Christmas season because of his fondness of snow. His mother called him to help her in bringing the homemade pudding she made for Mr. and Mrs. Davis. They rang the doorbell but no one answered. They knocked on the door, but it was still silent. Errol went to the backyard to check if the couple are there, but still no luck. He saw the snowman made by Mr. Davis last night, and it was the most unproportioned and funny looking snowman that he has ever seen. He and his mom gave up and went back to their house. His mom is feeling rather disheartened, because she wanted them to taste her most prized pudding. Days have passed and there is still no sign of Mr. and Mrs. Davis. They just thought that they went on the vacation Mrs. Davis was talking about with Errol's mom. One day, a policeman went to their house inquiring about their old neighbors. The officer said that the younger sister of Mrs. Davis filed for a missing person report, because the couple didn't show up at their family's yearly Christmas brunch days ago. The sister called Mrs. Davis's phone until it died on her. The officer already went to their house but there were no answers. Later that afternoon, Errol decided to fix the snowman made by Mr. Davis. He was reshaping the middle snowball when he felt a cold hand inside. He screamed and fell flat on the ice. He destroyed the snowman and was fear-stricken at what he saw. It was the dead body of Mrs. Davis seated on a chair. He hurriedly called his mother, who dialed 911. She also called Mrs. Davis's sister to inform her of what Errol discovered. The boy was still in shock. The body of Mrs. Davis was autopsied as requested by her sister. It was found out that she was already dead even before the snowman was built around her. She has a concussion, a large bump and bruise on her forehead, indicating that she fell to the ground from a great height, like falling from a stair. The sister of Mrs. Davis believes that her husband has something to do with her sister's death. The couple have been fighting a lot these last few weeks before Christmas. It's possible that Mr. Davis pushed her down the stairs, or it may be just an accident. But with Mr. Davis hiding, it's highly possible that he killed her. The police immediately called for a manhunt operation for Mr. Davis. And as for Errol, he would never look at a snowman the same way again.